Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Virgo. So Virgo, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. Okay, Virgo, let's go straight to the message because I feel like you have one task, one mission, one job, one activity that you need to focus right now that is very practical. Perhaps it has to do with your work, perhaps it has to do with your house, your finances, something that your body, your health, something that is very tangible. But it's like the inclusion of a new habit into your routine that at first it seems like you can do this, you can work your magic. It's actually the message that I'm hearing here with one of the cards. But it appears that in a day-to-day basis, there might be a few challenges here and there, especially in the mental aspect, that I feel like it won't be that easy to include this one thing, this one extra thing to all of the other things that you have already going on for you. That I feel like it's almost like you feel like you are invincible, like you are so strong. Actually, strength is exactly what I'm thinking, what I'm picking up from this Nine of Pentacles. So we're beginning with a very strong, independent card. And I feel like this is how you're feeling. But you see how this pentacle here in the center is being kind of like pressed or compressed by the 8 pentacles on the sides. And I feel like this is you trying to work your magic with this magician. This is what I heard with this card. To include something new, a new habit that would bring more abundance, that would enrich your day-to-day or enrich your work, your finances. Sorry about the noise. But there's something about you feeling good, you feeling prepared, you feeling like you have the resources, you feeling like you are independent to make your own decisions, to take the actions that are needed so that this happens to be manifested, so that this routine of yours that is already very busy, because you know it's like the inclusion of this one to this busy schedule is here. But it's like you have to analyze it critically. It's like there is something about this Ace of Pentacles that is this one, right? That yes, it fits, but there is something that is going to be adjusted or that needs to be adjusted, because it seems like there is a lineup between the 8 tasks that you already have going on for you, or the however many tasks you already have, you know, in your week or in your day. And this one, although it is from the same element or the same type of activity, it's one extra. Yes, it would make you feel stronger, I want to say. It's like you are already feeling very strong and very independent and very, it's like the quality that this magician is bringing to you, it's like this sensation that you are invincible, that you can manifest whatever you put your intention and your focus. And I feel like you are focusing on this one thing that you want to include as a new habit, as a new activity, as a new task. It is very valuable. It is something that you are seeing, Virgo, as something that is going to enrich everything that you have already going on for yourself, which is already a lot, which is already a lot of work, or it requires a lot of dedication, a lot of presence, especially because the 8 of Pentacles is coming next. But then when you're going to put it into practice, when you're going to actually make this thing manifest, this is when perhaps including this, it's just one thing, right? It's almost like this is how you're saying to yourself, but it's just one more thing. I can do this. It's like this is what you're saying to yourself. I know that I can do this. I know that I can work my magic to make this one thing part of all of the rest that I have already going on for myself. So there is a lot of strength in here and a lot of confidence that you can make this happen. But things are not that simple. Although, you know, being a Virgo, perhaps you're the perfect one to simplify things and to structure things, organize your schedule in a way that it appears that simple. But with the Five of Swords, I feel like analyzing critically this one thing, working your magic, because this magician, yes, it wants to give you access, I want to say, to superpowers that are going to facilitate the ability that you have already in terms of practicalities, but facilitate or make more doable or more not easier. I don't want to say that, because I feel like it requires strength and ability, but it's like it's giving you kind of like a VIP access to the stars so that you have guidance to because you see here how there are a few glimpses of stars. So it's like whenever you put this magician's hat on, it's like you acquire this ability to go beyond just the mundane, because it's like, again, you need to focus on the practical details. You need to analyze this critically. It's almost like you're zooming in to this one thing that you want to include, but also keep this broader perspective open, because this is what is going to give you like the key, in a sense, to be able to include this. Because with the Five of Swords coming after the Ace of Pentacles, Virgo, I feel like what this is actually saying, it's like it's the X that I usually see with the fives. If it was the Five of Pentacles, I feel like it would be like the perfect, it's like, yes, you can do this. It's like adjusting perfectly your routine, including this one, right? It's like this is going to fit perfectly here, right? It's like you, in your schedule, I can see you marking the date for that task specifically, or that time slot in your schedule, in your week, for that one thing. But because it's the Five of Swords, I feel like this is almost like you're checking your schedule, you're checking, you know, your available time, and it's almost like, no, this is taken, no, this is taken, no, I cannot do this here, no, there's no space for this here, no. It's almost like, but where am I going to fit this thing in this busy schedule? Because again, it's like you would have to put these things to the side to include this one, you see? Especially because after the Five of Swords, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the 8 pentacles that are here on the sidelines, so it's almost like this one is going to stand out, or this one is going to require more attention, because I feel like you have acquired a certain flow to your work, that it's like your routine is, yes, it is a lot of work. Yes, it's hard work, right? Typically the Eight of Pentacles, it's a lot of effort and dedication and time focused towards what you have been doing. So it's like the consistency that you have created in your schedule, it feels like everything is already set in place and already organized in a way that just adding one thing would disrupt the rest of the things that are already very organized. Again, it's like you would have to put aside all of the things that are already very organized to the sidelines to give priority to this one. And maybe it's just because, Virgo, including one new thing when all of the others have already become a habit, it's going to require more attention, or it's going to require even like, you know, with the Five of Swords, more of your mental statement saying like, now I have to do this. Because, you know, perhaps with this Eight of Pentacles, all of the things that you already do, they seem like they are very simple because you are used to doing them. So it's like you've entered this flow, or this, you've found this groove to your work that that although yes, there are many different activities, it's like it's a jam-packed schedule for the week, for the month, for the day, but it's not extenuating. It's not something that is exhaustive. It's not something that is it's just, it fits perfect. It's everything is so organized, it's so tidy, it's so seamless that it doesn't feel like hard work to you. But I feel like including this one thing, seeing that it's almost like you would have to, it's almost like if you have, you know, like a work day schedule of 8 hours a day that you dedicate to your work. It's like you would have to work an extra hour each day to include this, because the way that you are analyzing this, Virgo, you're seeing that it doesn't fit this organized schedule. It's like you would have to change it completely. But most of all, because the Three of Swords is coming here, but actually it came reversed, and it was very interesting because it came actually very, it never happened this way, but it came right on top of the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like this Eight of Pentacles, which is already your established routine, your week of work, however you organize your time. This is what you know. This is your reality. This is how you take care of your waking time. The Five of Swords and the Three of Swords reverse, the two swords cards that are bracketing this Eight of Pentacles, they are making you think about your routine in a different way, in a way that it's meant not to make you feel like you are compromising your health perhaps, or your finances, or your resources to make this happen. Because it's almost like, yes, there is no way that, you know, you can include this one activity. It's almost like you would have to dedicate, you know, part of your day or part of your night or part of your weekends to doing this one thing. But you see how it strengthens you and how it makes you feel a lot more independent. It's like, yes, perhaps you will have to work your magic to do this, but it's like what this Three of Swords reversed is doing is, and especially because it's, you know, placing this reminder on top of the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, don't think that this is immovable or not. It's like, this is, even though yes, it works perfectly, don't put this as an excuse. The Three of Swords is coming through as like an excuse, but don't use, you know, maybe the time that you spent, you know, organizing your schedule to this point where it seems like it's all grooving together, that it's all flowing together. Don't use this as the co-creational force, because the threes to me bring co-creation to the foreground. But being the Three of Swords, especially reversed, it's like, put down this fear of yours perhaps of, you know, if you know, this belief that if you change something in this perfect schedule, that now you have, you know, it's almost like you have been working on this. Maybe the hard work could have been the fact that, you know, you have in a way found this perfect schedule where everything that you wanted to do is perfectly organized. It's set in a way that you're able to give attention to everything, and everything fits perfectly in your week or in your day. But don't use this as an excuse, because the way that I'm seeing this, it's almost like it would be harmful to you, or it could not, maybe harmful, it's too strong of a word, but it could be to your detriment if you saw this as immutable, right? It's like this is not fixed. This is what the Three of Swords wants to say about the Eight of Pentacles. This is not a structure that now that you have found this perfect schedule that, you know, things cannot change. It's actually supposed to change if you want to include this one thing that seems like incredibly valuable to bring you this sense of independence. It's like, yes, you'll have to make way, you'll have to make space, you'll have to make time, you'll have to work your magic to manifest this one thing inside this very packed agenda, this packed schedule that you have. So don't, it's almost like this could be like the self-sabotage that, you know, could be harmful in the end. But it's like, don't place this on top saying that, you know, you can't figure out a way, because every time that you analyze this, it's like it's going to interrupt something that you are doing already in that time, or you would have to replace one thing for another. What I feel like you will have to do, thinking differently other than what would be to your detriment. It's like, this is nothing to do with the heartbreak or something like that. The Three of Swords reverse is just talking about, like, put aside the fact that this, now that you have found this perfect job schedule, or this perfect, maybe we're talking about the balance between your mental health, your physical health, and your work life, right? Practical things, taking care of practical things. But it's like, don't think that now that you have found this, that this needs to become your fixed routine. It's like, you can adjust. It's like the hard work that you have put into finding this very busy week into a good week, into a productive week, right? That's the word that I was looking for. It's like, you have turned your week into a productive week because of the hard work that you put in, because of the dedication that you show to yourself in organizing your schedule. But don't self-sabotage in a sense that, you know, that's the only way that you can co-create from. It's like, this piece seems to be very invaluable to you in terms of giving you the sense that you are becoming more independent, that you're becoming even stronger. It's like, it's almost like you're saying to yourself, especially ending here with this Knight of Swords, you're saying to yourself, if I can go around this belief that this cannot change, and if I trust that even though critically or practically you're not seeing a way to include this one thing in your already set, already busy schedule, think differently. Think differently, because I feel like there is something that either you don't want to admit that you can. It's like, you can, you know, again, going back to that example, if you work every day 8 hours a day, this would include, you know, another task that would require another hour of your day. So instead of having, you know, X amount of hours of sleep, it's like you would have 1 hour less of sleep, because you would have to work 1 more hour in your day to include this one thing. But your brain is saying to you, because of the Three of Swords, it's like, oh no, but I cannot change this because this, it's just so perfect, it works so well. It's like it's like you're harming yourself in a way, right? It's like you're sabotaging yourself, thinking that this is not possible because whatever reason, right? Whatever thing you're saying to yourself. Because sometimes I see the Knights, because of this helmet, as being protective. And maybe this is you being protective of your mental health. Perhaps you don't want to include one more thing because, you know, maybe one of the habits that you said that you wouldn't break away from, or that you would stick to them, was, you know, a good night's sleep, right? A good amount of hours of sleep. So including this one thing, since you're not finding, you know, any other time to do this, would be to, in a sense, use one more hour of your day, of your waking day, to do that thing, right? But I have to say, it's like, don't let that be an excuse. Don't, it's like, it's not, obviously it's not, you know, that you're going to now not take care of your mental health or your physical health, but it wants to emphasize the fact that you can bring this in. It's almost like it will require some sort of adjusting, or some sort of it's like, you know, when you're taking in a new habit, it's like, it's not from day to night that it becomes a new habit, or that it becomes very flowy and even automatic. But it requires, you know, a few days, a few weeks, you know, 21 days, some believe. So give yourself time, but also trust that, yes, you need to focus mentally, you need to address this one thing, look at it very closely, but also broaden your perspective and, you know, see from a higher perspective, because I feel like this is a magical opportunity so that you can enrich your life even more when you expand your mind. Because it's almost like the helmet here keeps you limited, or keeps you very zoomed into one situation, and that could be detrimental. That could be the harmful part of the Three of Swords, right? When you think that this is immutable, or this is not able to change just because it works. But I feel like it can work this way as well, right? It's just that you'll have to figure out a way to work your magic, to manifest this thing, studying this one thing, admitting that perhaps, yes, it will not fit in the place of any other thing that you already are doing, but seeing how you can adapt your routine, adapt your day-to-day to work your magic, because I feel like it will make you feel stronger. It will make you feel more independent, and perhaps unrestricted by your own negative self thoughts, or, you know, these doubts, or these, you know, it's like these beliefs that are too set on their ways, that are, you know, perhaps convince you that no, there is no more space, no, there is no, it's almost like this balance between, or this discernment between what is going to be very valuable to you if you include, and how you maintain that thing, or how you include one more thing and keep that consistently, right? So Virgo, I truly hope that this was helpful. I am going to pull more cards for you, and also the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.